Today, I'd like to caution you about bringing law of attraction and manifestation culture into dating and relationships. Because once you decide that a relationship is meant to be and you're manifesting a specific outcome with a specific person, you'll move mountains to try to make it work, even if that means betraying yourself in the process. So, in today's video, I want to share with you how that approach actually separates you from what or who you're trying to attain, and how you can shift into a more useful mindset to stay in connection to your intuition and sensibilities. Let's get into it. In a very condensed nutshell, the law of attraction romanticizes this idea that if you trust hard enough, the universe will reorganize itself to give you what you want. And that mindset feels empowering at first, magical even. But when it's attached to a person, it turns healthy discernment into self doubt and boundaries into fear. And then any signal that arises in your body that reads as tread carefully gets mislabeled as blockage, sabotage, or low vibrational. So you start overriding your gut, ignoring hesitation, resistance, or any subtle signs that something's off. And instead of asking yourself, is this relationship actually good for me? You instead focus on, how do I make this align? I know this because I've seen it pop up in my coaching practice, and I've been there too. Years ago, I was deep into manifestation culture, daily affirmations in the mirror, vision boards, journaling gratitude in advance, the whole shebang. And no shade, those practices can have value, but they require discernment. Because what starts as interest or curiosity can quickly become fantasy, especially when you're constantly visualizing a future with someone that you barely know, or who might not be showing up consistently, respectfully, or honestly. So in my mid 20s, I met someone and he seemed to check every box on my universal wish list. We met traveling internationally. We had big adventures, lots of chemistry, and future planning. And people told me, wow, your romance sounds like a movie. And it did. So I thought, this is my fate. This is my story. I manifested this shit. What could have been a casual fling then felt suddenly urgent and filled with meaning. Instead of staying present and taking in reality as it revealed itself, I was steering all conversations into timelines and commitments, all the while ignoring mixed signals, inconsistencies, and clear signs of emotional unavailability. My gut knew, my body knew, but my mind overrode it. For example, when he straight up said that his past relationships all ended because he was commitment phobic, my intuition said, girl, this is not going to work. But I bypassed it, mistaking that thinking as being low vibrational and as a fear that I needed to transcend by having faith in the power of love. This was my person. This was my story. So, of course, he was going to commit to me. And spoiler alert, he did no such thing. And I learned that if you have to convince, pressure, or drag someone into choosing you, it isn't fate, and it damn sure is not love. When I stopped trying to make myself believe, when I stopped trying to close the gap when he pulled away, and I just sat in that space, in that rejection, it really wasn't nearly as frightening or painful as being in a relationship with someone who had one foot out the door the whole time. By accepting what was actually happening with this person, clarity returned. And that's when things truly opened up. Opportunities that I couldn't have fathomed back then when I was laser focused on trying to make it work with him. I had travels, priceless friendships, career moves, homesteading, and a bomb ass marriage with the love of my life. My takeaway here isn't don't ever try to manifest anything. I am suggesting that you beware of manifestation culture that leaves you rigid, expectant, or attached to a specific person or a specific outcome. Stay present and grounded in what's really going on. Track patterns instead of potential. Build yourself up and leave room for the universe to do its thing, to unfold naturally, and to surprise you instead of demanding that it confirm your fantasy. And I know that all of this can be really hard to implement when your body still demands the chase, even when you know better. And in the next video, we'll get into how you can start breaking that cycle of chasing. I'll see you there.